Okay, so here's an exercise on keep on running, but alternatively you can jog or walk very fast. Let's think about it. You go out for a walk and a jogger passes you by. You take the car to work and you're busy pulling around the country lane runners. There's a deal on at the local sports shops. The news on the TV tells you you're likely to be a couch potato, and the evidence from the last bar of chocolate you consumed is on the table. You are blamed by your GP, and your blood pressure is blamed on your weight. The NHS blame you for soaring funds, and the government of the day keep on pounding your ears with the obese society, and we all need more exercise. You've heard as much as you can take. I mean, you're not obese, and yet the word seems to have been morphed into anything over the size of a UK-16, and yet potentially you fit into that. So somewhere along the line, Big Brother is pointing the finger at you. Surely not. It's not me. I don't eat much. I'm big-boned. It's in the family, and I've inherited it from my mother's side. Oh well. With a society weaned on junk food, it's not surprising that we're getting bigger by the moment, is it? Okay, stop. I'm going to do something about it. I want to get fitter. Not only will I feel physically better, it's likely to improve my mental health as well. I'm never going to make one of those Sunday morning look-at-me joggers with all the named gear and perfectly toned calf muscles, and I'm certainly not going to go out jogging in full view of everyone, but I am going to make a start in private. On my own, with a close friend, if I can find one that has the courage to give it a go with me. I don't have high expectations of marathons, but I do think it will give me a different perspective on my life. So, what do we need for starting to either jog, walk, run? A good pair of running shoes needs to be a start. So you can wear what you like, but you must look after your feet. Invest in a proper pair of running shoes. You'll reduce potential injury and make the running easier and therefore more enjoyable. So what do we need to look for? Secure fittings, lightweight, well cushioned, wide with slide elevation to the heel, and if you're thinking to yourself that's most of them, then go to the proper sports store where the assistants know what they're talking about. And here are some tips. So the running shoes should be snug, not too tight. You should have all-round toe room. You can flex your foot easily. They should feel comfortable immediately, and don't be fooled into they need to be broken in. So before we start running, there are tremendous physical and psychological benefits to running, but if you haven't done it in years and are a newcomer, then there's certain things you need to check out first. So, do we need to talk to our doctor? Running doesn't just work your muscles, it also puts stress on your heart, lungs. Repeated exertion for short periods of time can be beneficial and conditions the heart, making it more stronger. However, if you have a history and or existing health problems, exertion of this could make the problem worse. So don't just wake up one morning, slip on your old pumps and run for 6 miles, because you won't make it. Maybe look at alternative things on the internet. Have a look at the Couch to 5K, so where you start off really short but build yourself up, and make sure that you don't continue to run every single day. Make sure you leave a break in between. So if you're giving yourself a run on a Monday for a minute and walking with that and running with that as well, then the next day give your body a break. But also you've been given the all clear, obviously by the doctor. So you've talked to your doctor, and you've got the all clear, invested in your new running shoes, and the morning when you begin your new regime has arrived. Everyone needs to warm up before commencing any kind of exercise, and you've got to raise your body temperature. Do this by gently stretching the muscles you'll be using for your run. You're still not ready. You need to prepare your heart for the exercise ahead, and a good way to do this is to engage in a rehearsal of the forthcoming faster event. Experts tell us walking 10 to 15 minutes until the body starts to sweat is a good indication that we're warming up. Speed is not beneficial. Many so-called runners believe that speed is the benefit to running, and yet this is not the case. Save your energy and aim for distance. This will help you feel better physically and mentally. And pace yourself, conserve what you've got in the tank, and if you need to stop, then do so. However, do not stop suddenly. Keep some movement going until you're ready to move off again. So the exercise and paying. You're not an athlete and you may have decided to start running to ease general aches, pains and to give yourself a new exercise regime. If you experience a serious pain during exercise, listen to your body. It's telling you something is wrong, and then go and visit your doctor. But also give yourself a break from it, from the running. And also remember, if you haven't exercised for years, you are likely to experience some muscular discomfort, but you'll be able to distinguish what's a serious problem or a normal reaction to exercise. So, now we talk about let your body cool down. So, just as you warmed up your body in readiness for exercise, it's equally important to cool your body down as you approach the end of your exercise. Stopping suddenly can have damaging effects. Experts tell us that the body thinks it is going into shock and responds appropriately and releases catecholamines to stabilize the blood. By releasing too many, it can trigger irregular heartbeat, which can be dangerous for those of us with a heart disease. Again, if you're concerned about how to cool down properly, talk to your doctor or visit a health fitness expert. However, do remember to gently bring your body back to its normal state. This means you need to plan your running journey. That way you won't release too many catecholamines. Give yourself a break. It's important to let your body guide you in relation to your exercise regime, but don't work out every day, which is what we've just been talking about. You could go for every other day or have a break on every third day. The choice, of course, is yours, but once you start running, be aware of its possible feel-good factor. That's great, but you might need to repair tired and aching muscles. For optimal benefit, aim for no more than 2 days rest before your next workout. If you don't want to run, then remember you can engage in brisk walking, following the same regime as for running, and enjoy the benefits whichever you choose. Also, when you're out, either walking or running, make sure you're drinking plenty of water to rehydrate the body as we're running. And again, if you do need to stop while you're running, then make sure you do. Give your body a break. Make sure you breathe correctly whilst running and enjoy. So that's it from me, and thanks for listening. Happy running.